kitchen, I done gone crazy. I do.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Newton's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. And it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Taking it about the 16 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Jay.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
That's a gain up from their point of view. This game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Able to find Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Rosas' kick is good. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
3, Packers nothing. Ulbrich Rosas set to kick off.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
A 57-yard gain.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down carry. It's Camaro. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Right here, right here. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 79.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
34-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Burrow.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, here we go. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. It's Burrow. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it is up.
The kick is...
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Niners 10. Packers 3. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Alvin Kamara. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 56, the Mike, boys, 56, check 56.
Here's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 37-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Newton now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
24-yard line.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 24, Packers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought down by...
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. D.D. Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He don't want it. Back him 60. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
49er.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking deep down. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella, 64 yards. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Newton to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Second down and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this is third down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the
a nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Newton on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Kamara. It's a gain of 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. from the gun. Here's Newton. Looking for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
And 3 yards to go.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Logan,
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Gain on the play.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 33-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. That's Samuel, caught left side. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Packers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. A busy night continues for Kamara. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be 2nd down.
The 23-yard line.
once again. They'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Packers 35. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
In punt formation.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Burrow on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
head, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain.